the theme of what I'm going to say is sort of summed up by that joke where the person was on third base and thinks he hit a triple. He was born on third base. He thinks he had a triple. There's everybody in this room was born on third base, and you didn't hit a triple. You were on third base because of all the good things that had happened to you and your family generations and generations back, right? Okay, it's me too. I was born in Sioux City, Iowa. Thank you, God. My dad had gone to St. Louis University, so at age 3, I became a Cardinal fan. My godfather, Dad's best friend, went to Notre Dame. So from age 3, I have been against Notre Dame. It's a genetic thing. I didn't acquire it. And I like all universities, and I love Notre Dame too, but they have problems. Okay. So that's my theme. You were born on third base. All of us. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about that at a little somewhat length. I think I'm going to talk about it by using Boston College as an example. John Bapst, we have a library. You people go there to study, not to see and be seen. That's the O'Neill. But you go to Bapst to study, right? Okay, you know the one, the Gothic one over there, where it's all quiet and Now, John Bapst was a Jesuit in 1855-ish, and he was to come down from Canada and celebrate Mass to the French-Canadian Catholics. Maine at that time had very few Catholics, and in fact there was a lot of anti-Catholic prejudice against the French-Canadians. And he came down to this French-Canadian family, and he was celebrating Mass in the home, and this family had 3 kids in the Ellsworth Public Schools. Now in those days you had to read the Bible, and you had to have the King James translation of the Bible. Now the King James is named after King James of England, and that was I grew up as a little boy, that was the Protestant translation. Well, this was a Catholic family, and they had the Catholic translation, which was called Douay Rheims, 2 towns in Europe where the Bible was translated. They had that. But they wouldn't allow this family to use the Catholic translation. Father Bapst said, no, you got a right to do it, use it. Well, he got in trouble. And the people in Ellsworth, Maine, drove him out of town and said, don't come back, because if you come back, you're in real trouble. Well, he came back about 6 months later, and he was celebrating Mass in this house. And the people of Ellsworth knew he was there. They got him. They dragged him out. They tarred and feathered him. Now, tar, you know what tar is? It's that hot black stuff. Okay, they poured that hot black stuff on him. Then they took feathers. You guys know what chickens are. You've seen a chicken. That's feathers. They stuck the feathers on him, and they tied him to a tree, and they started a fire at his feet. They were going to burn him to death. And the Presbyterian minister in Ellsworth intervened and saved his life. Now that's Bapst, John Bapst. He was the first president of Boston College. We are here today, all of us, on third base, because people like Bapst did what they did and founded Boston College.